Okay, I have paused. I am in the cockpit of the grinder ship,
Okay.
and this will give
Just
me
give me a moment.
network problems. Please try again later. And I will be right back.
Okay. All right. Back in. Actually. Edit settings. Advanced.
And back.
Yeah, I'm playing with some stuff right now. So it's not quite ready for you yet. Okay. I did a couple of things to clean up performance. I
Okay.
increased view distance from 15 kilometers to I think 7 or 8. Decreased number
All
of
right, I am back
floating
now.
objects from 100 to 49. So that should all improve performance.
So what have you been doing?
I did a couple of settings changes in order to improve performance.
Such as
Decrease view distance from 15 kilometers to 7. Decrease number of floating objects from 100 to 49. So
okay.
should help a lot.
Yeah.
So floating objects, I'm assuming, is the number of things it allows to exist.
Like, well, like scrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if something breaks off and it's an unpowered, unconnected thing, it'll eventually despawn it.
Well, no, this is just like space junk. So like the scrap metal that you see floating everywhere sometimes during a battle.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Still a bit laggy. But overall seems a lot better.
Um, Come on, game. Let me rejoin. Connecting to server.
Alright, let's put in superconductors. Oh, I'm fucking blind. Bloop, bloop.
I'm trying to think, did we ever build yield modules on our refineries?
I have no idea. I was
I
never
gotta
involved with
think
that.
Okay.
Yes, we did. Okay, we're good.
All right. Back to Grendon. And double check my inventories. There it is. Okay, I'm
Just over halfway.
actually come to a complete stop. And there's a gigantic ice block that popped out.
Yeah, it's because the small grinder isn't able to pick up the gigantic blocks at one time because their individual storage is less than 10K.
Gotcha.
So when I eventually build a bigger uh, chip for that, it won't be as much.
Why not just build an
Yeah.
advanced merge block and put large grinders onto it?
I mean, you could, yes.
And I think for safety, I will just take this back so I don't overgrind.
Well, there's no gravity to hold you down.
Yeah, it's just be careful with navigating and use the hydrogen thrusters if it's becomes too unwieldy.
Okay.
Because they help with maneuvering. I don't have any front or back thrusters for hydrogen yet, but it helps with just moving around.
Side to side.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
and up and down as well too.
gotcha. Trying to figure out my position relative. Okay, I'm under. Oh god, I'm slow.
So you need power cells for that. Do you need assistance with building the side of this thing up here, Drake?
I should get that in a bit. I'm just trying to finalize the jump drive.
Well, I just asked because I got large blocks, so I'll fill it in.
You mean steel plates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slow approach.
Easy on the clutch.
Yeah, because this thing, because it's carrying so much, it's yay for inertia.
Indeed.
Okay, cool.
Line myself up.
Did you just say knock myself out?
No, line myself up.
Okay. I was
I want to knock
understandably
myself out.
I was
I want to knock
understandably a
myself out.
little
I'll go get some
confused.
beer.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you. I would just continue to be confused.
Okay.
Do I put the ore detector somewhere exposed or somewhere inside? I think it might be better to have it enclosed. And then
Doing some real quick.
beacon.
Okay.
Turn off the beacon. Set broadcast range to 1 meter. See? You see what I did there? I'm smart. Real smart. Usually.
Bit off center. Come on. Oh god, that was that was violent.
Hmm?
I got close to the docking thing and it just ripped the ship out of space. Said you
Oh,
dock
yeah.
now.
Yeah, that can happen.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Point Defense Laser, I want you to stop, please.
2 components could not be deposited.
More radiocom components.
48 components can be done? What the heck?
What is Flamu pinging about? Oh, the desync. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with him.
Okay, and there we go. That was weird. This controls so much better when it doesn't weigh 1,000,000 tons.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Rotate.
Inventory full.
I have to say, this thing handles really well.
I tried.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Fuck it. points. My dear sweet brother surely has a few of those.
There should be quite a few. I mean, I think we tore up at least
Yeah,
maybe close to
we have
8
plenty.
antenna.
We have plenty. Okay, does not seem to be broadcasting.
Points. Off. Missiles. Ships. Watching a shoot station.
Probably in 30 minutes I'm gonna go head out and for a walk and such.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Alright, there we go.
Okay.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Oh god. It seems really laggy all of a sudden.
Okay. Did a little bit of cleanup there.
Okay.
Wow, that filled this thing up. Alright, coming back with another load.
Excellent. Drake, once you get your thing flight worthy, do you think you could go and mass mine a bunch of silicon for us?
Yeah, I can probably rig up something for that.
Well, we got one of the original miners.
That's right, we still have an M3.
Yeah.
And it's not like I couldn't just spawn in a new M3 if we needed one desperately.
Yeah, but we don't need.
Yeah.
I'd rather us just build our own stuff at this point. We got plenty of material.
Yeah, that Reaver ship is a bit of a gold mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was telling Drake how that's my favorite kind of ship to raid.
It also, I don't know if it was just the state it was in, but it seemed to have a really big blind spot in the back.
Yeah,
They do.
they're offensive fighters, so.
Gotcha.
Nope. That might give me enough clearance.
Okay, another round.
There we go. Okay. Much better. Okay. I now have significantly more space to work with.
Nice.
Okay. That one.
Oh, that might have been causing some problems.
What?
There were two. No, that conveyor's going off into space. two connector pipes that were uh, not connected to anything, but would not move around until you actually tried to grind them. Then they went flying.
Hmm.
It was weird.
That can be the game.
Let's see.
Let's grind from this side.
Um,
Whoa. Getting some heavy rubber band in here. Either of you getting any rubber banding?
no.
Not at the moment, but I'm also not doing anything really crazy.
Okay, because it does not seem to be liking me trying to grind anything. Let me try it again. There we go. That was weird.
That's Space Engineers for you sometimes.
Yep. Excuse me.
You're not excused.
You're
Unforgivable.
right. I should have muted that. I'm a terrible person.
How dare you enjoy your bodily functions or indulge in them? There we go.
Indulge seems more than accurate.
Okay.
Almost there, big bro.
Okay, still got space.
Say again?
What more do you need?
Right now I'm just finishing the hole and then to make sure where I want to have the thrusters is fine.
I just hear a clonk, 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 clonk.
Energy low. Energy critical.
Good, yes.
Yep. Man, that's a weird view. Just, Yeah, I will probably need some more lights. But in the meanwhile, thrusters.
Check my inventory. Alright, we are good enough to come back. Actually, I'm trying to grind out some more of these.
Perfect. Yeah, having interior lighting. Actually pretty useful. Especially in like front part of my ship where I can't see, where there's not a whole lot. Hi, cat.
What do you want, Captain?
I want
It
to
is
be
not-
the space.
Space Cat. He is the space captain.
Motors. Motors. That'll be fine.
He just wants more scritches.
It's a good reason.
Yep. Oh, yeah, let's turn those off.
Excuse me.
Glorious. You're excused. You may go
Thank
home
you.
now.
I'm home, so I'm fine.
Excellent.
I will need more thruster components, big bro. About,
Dude, bit too
You
much
need
of a
more
kick.
thruster components.
yeah. About
Um,
1,500 more.
How about this?
There should be at least another 700 in the there's a giant engine on one of the nodes at the ship I'm still taking apart.
Well, I'm gonna do this.
I will wait till you're done before I try and go. What the hell? Let me.
Dock and undock again. If you don't immediately disconnect, it'll magnetize you back.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
So what was your plan, big bro?
My plan?
Yeah, you said hold on to me getting thruster components.
No. You go ahead and get the thruster components. I was
Okay.
working. What you need and what I was talking about are completely unrelated.
Okay. Ow. Donk. So another 2 miles after this will put me at 17,000 steps on the day. That's pretty good for this by 5 o'clock. Yay, I have a frontal thruster working.
Yay.
It's also glaringly obvious that it's not the same as the back end. If you take a look, you'll see what I mean. It's the warmest it's been in over a week. 58 degrees.
Is that all?
Yep.
Alright, let's
Well, that's 1,000 less thruster components you now have, big bro. So I've cleared up space. Alright, how many?
Yay. Space.
Is low.
I accidentally dipped into the fucking thruster! I almost died!
Don't die.
What if I had died?
You would respawn in 5 seconds.
No. I'm referencing an anime that you probably ought to have heard of. Whoa, the lag.
What is this anime?
Zetsubota Sensei.
Oh. Yeah, wow, that's been a long time since I've seen that.
Welcome to Talking with Drake. I will reference things that I have not seen in over a decade. Casual. My brother loves it.
It was an interesting show.
Yes, it starts off with him trying to hang himself, if I remember correctly.
Yep, and then complaining what if he died?
When someone
He get-
saves him.
yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Check inventory space. All right, it is time to return. Because I am full.
Just looking at this thing. Strike Corvette. Strike Corvette. Super fucking close.
Yeah, that is super close. It is.
Okay, now seems like it might be going away.
I think it is. I think it's going after that thrust freighter.
Yes, I believe you're correct. Oops.
Praise something.
Praise the sun
Okay.
is usually a good spot.
Yeah, let's praise the sun. Gotta praise it.
Reaver Fighter. Reaver Fighter.
I'm trying to figure out orient. I heard an explosion nearby.
That's from the Reaver Fighter.
That is
Okay, it just
300 meters
it
away.
just got lasered, I think.
I just removed it.
Or that.
I'm
It's like, no,
I'm
you
not dealing
irritate
with this
me.
shit.